Welcome to Flux, the energy show that's all about helping you to become a smarter energy consumer. We are on an energy mission, and we are excited to have you along for the ride. Now let's begin. You turn over in the morning, the first thing you grab is your phone. Is it charged? Is it dead? You wake up in the middle of the night. Are you sweating? Are you comfortable? Now you're watching a movie with a family. Can you finish the movie without losing power? Whether or not we have access to reliable power makes a big difference in our lives. There's just so much that reliable power can do for us. From comfort to peace of mind. From entertainment opportunities to business opportunities. Power is a game changer.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Rotimi Thomas here from Aspire. On this episode of Flux, I will be speaking with Mustafa Abokede, one of my co-founders at Aspire Power Solutions. He'll be helping me answer the question, why does my power bill keep going up? Thanks for joining me, Mustafa. Welcome to the studio.
Hi, Rotimi. Great to be speaking with you today. We're talking about high electricity costs, and this is one topic I'm deeply passionate about. Thanks for inviting me to speak with you.
Yeah, you're welcome. If you're like most people, you probably don't pay much attention to your power bill. Utility sends it, you pay it, and then you forget about it until next month. But suddenly you notice that the bill has jumped small or even doubled. What has happened? On this episode of Flux, we are going to be unveiling some of the reasons why your power bill keeps skyrocketing.
Yeah, that's very true. There's actually a lot of reasons that your utility bill may go up or even jump more than 50%. At APS, one thing we tell our customers is we teach them how to consistently lower their bill. But the first thing is to figure out, why has your bill jumped? In this episode, we're going to be sharing some of those common reasons behind increasing utility bills and what you can do about them. One of the key reasons that's staring us in the face today is the fact that power bills have jumped by 100% in the past 6 months.
That's right.
What we're paying for now is actually more than 100% what everyone was paying for in May 2020. Let's stop there.
Wow. Well, this is a very important topic, and we're going to dive more into it. But, I think you'd agree with me that when you leave your home, right, you turn off the lights. Hopefully you unplug your curling iron, and you may just adjust the temperature to save energy while you're not there. Those are all great things to do, but the chances are that you may still have some of these vampire sources draining electricity. So tell us more about that, Mustafa.
Vampire sources. These are appliances and electronics that you likely have plugged in all the time. Think about your TVs, your laptop that you never unplug, even boiling kettle.
Yep.
Those things are constantly pulling energy, even when they are delivering no value to you. You need to ensure that you manage how these vampire sources consume energy. The biggest thing is they're not providing you any value, but they're consuming energy. And while this energy that is being consumed may not skyrocket your bill immediately, they actually add up to increasing bills over time. So be very careful with managing vampire sources.
That's the great tip right there. So the simple solution, unplug your devices when you're not using them. It sounds like that's what Mustafa is alluding to here. Even if you're not actively using them, they are passively using your electricity. And that electricity adds up over time. Stop these vampire sources right away to keep those lights, those little charges from driving your energy bill up over time. I think that's what we are trying to tell our audience here, right, Mustafa?
Correct.
Okay. Well, look, I like this topic. Let's just take a bit of a side turn here and talk about lights. Let's talk about lights. These days, you have a lot of choices when you go to the store to buy a light bulb. You see incandescent bulbs, halogen bulbs, compact fluorescent bulbs, light-emitting diodes, LED bulbs. All these bulbs use different amounts of energy. Tell me more about that, Mustafa.
When it comes to light, stick with LEDs. LED bulbs are a lot more efficient because they emit light in a specific direction, making them much brighter even at lower wattage. But you see incandescent lights, CFLs, they're emitting light and heat in so many different directions and just consuming loads of energy. LED bulbs are 75% more efficient than these other bulbs. And the big thing, they last 25 times longer. LED bulbs are actually designed for 50,000 hours lifespan. Think about that at very low costs.
Wow. Well, you heard it here on Flux. The next time you need a light bulb, look for an Energy Star certified LED light. It'll save you a lot of money. And these bulbs have been thoroughly tested and adhere to strict conservation requirements, and they can help you lower your electricity bill. What else should our audience, Mustafa, pay attention to?
Yes, windows, air conditioning. Think about it. Your windows at the home may not be as closed as you think they are. And when you have cooling passing through, then they're escaping from the windows. That is just like you're wasting money. You're pouring water in a basket, as some of our African people say. So air conditioning, windows, they take a big chunk of your bill. You need to ensure your home is well insulated, your windows are closed properly so that you get the best value from cooling.
Gotcha. I find that very interesting. It sounds like when you consider that heating and, well, more relevant in Nigeria, cooling your home makes up more than 54% of your monthly utility bill, it's easy to see how poor insulation or poor approaches to cooling can increase your electricity bill. The other big elephant in the room is your air conditioning, as we're talking about right now, therefore. Especially for residential and small businesses, for those that use air conditioning, that makes up the monster share of your energy spending. Integrating more fans can save you a whole lot of money while also ensuring that you're still cool. We also see huge impacts for our customers at Aspire on reducing your spending by switching to inverter technology type of air conditioners. You see them all over the place at the grocery stores. Some customers may even save more than 30% or in that range when they do such things. So let's also look at things like that as we look to help you with your energy costs. Mustafa, over to you on that.
Rotimi, you've said it all. Everything you've listed are the clear actions that people can take to ensure their electricity bills do not rise unnecessarily. Installing energy efficient lights, air conditioners, unplugging units that are not in use, keeping windows closed when they need to be closed, especially when cooling is on. Just think about it. If you were out in Canada, would you leave your windows open in winter if you had your heater on?
Definitely not. Yeah. Well, look, I think this brings us to a good juncture. Of course, it's not just these factors that cause energy bills to be so high. I'm sure many of our listeners are well aware, especially in Nigeria, that the macroeconomic factors play a big role in all of this as well.
That's absolutely correct. Think about inflation, foreign exchange rate, and all the kind of things we deal with in Nigeria. So even if you're not using more energy, your bill might go up if you're not cognizant of inflation. And there are ways to ensure inflation does not affect your energy bill.
Yeah, well, look, we just saw a big example of that when the distribution companies in Nigeria increased their rates for just about everyone in the country.
Yes, I mentioned that earlier. Everything, what we are paying for electricity bills today is actually 100% more than we were paying over a year ago.
Wow.
And that's even not cost reflective for the discos, meaning increases will still be expected in the coming months. But we just need to find ways to ensure that we proof that.
All right. Well, look, it's a never-ending story when it comes to electricity bills. And we could also spend many episodes diving into these national and global factors, but we'll have to leave those details to someone else's podcast about macroeconomics. However, it may surprise listeners to know that just like with the light bulbs and cooling tips and so on and so forth, there are actually ways to address these challenges too.
Correct, Rotimi. With so much going on in the country, people are still learning about the most optimal way to protect themselves from increasing power bills. One big way we've seen to do that is to incorporate solar hybrid into your energy system. We have found out that for 500 plus homes and businesses that we've put solar hybrid systems for across the country, their power bills have dropped. So every kilowatt hour of power from solar, a pure solar system today, costs less than the cost of power from the grid. But the big thing is that these solar panels continue to generate power for 20-25 years. And that ensures that inflation cannot catch up with your power bill when you incorporate a solar system in.
Wow. Okay, wait. I like the way you said that, Mustafa. Can you say that again?
All I'm saying is there is no way inflation or Forex can affect something that doesn't cost anything.
All right. Well, you heard it here first on Flux. You could say that each additional solar panel you install is kind of like a step towards reducing not just your long-term energy costs, but also your dependence on factors that are out of your control.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I see that with absolute clarity. We say with solar and solar hybrid, you have your destiny in your hands.
Awesome. Well, look, Mustafa, it's been an absolute pleasure. We obviously can go on about this all day long, but we'll spare our listeners for now. Thank you for joining us in the studio and for helping our listeners to also see it clearly.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. It's my pleasure.
All right. See you soon, man.
Okay, then. Bye.
All right, bye.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Flux. We're excited to be with you on your journey to reliable power in Nigeria. Whether it's at home or at work, ensuring that you have power is our full-time job. We're here to make that job a lot easier for you. Do not forget to hit us up across any of our socials, that is on Instagram or Twitter at APS_Africa or at Africa Business Radio for your comments and feedbacks. Again, thank you so much and we'll see you next time.